Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jazmen Jafar. If you don't know, and if you're not subscribed, you should definitely subscribe. I got a lot of fun video ideas I want to do in the near future, so you want to make sure you don't miss those. So today I'm actually doing my first reaction video. The video I'm reacting to today is a video from Abby, but it's the conservative political commentator Ben Shapiro's sister. Will I be convinced? We shall see. So I'm gonna play it.
Where we're going to be talking about modesty, why it's important, and why it doesn't mean looking like garbage.
Yeah, she's very like animated.
It's also a concept that a lot of women embrace. First off, what is it? Modesty is dressing in a way that doesn't sexualize your body. I get the appeal of not wanting to dress modestly all the time. Even for those of us who do dress modestly,
she got some big titties. She should get on OnlyFans.
A way that makes you desirable. It's fun to be noticed. But the question is, who do you want to be desirable to? And do you want to be noticed for being beautiful or being sexy?
Both? Do I want to be beautiful or do I want to be sexy? I'm good with both. And who do I want to be desirable to? Everyone is welcome to find me desirable, okay? I will allow it, so.
Modesty is about treating your body with respect. It's about recognizing reality, that men are visual creatures, not emotional ones.
That's just not true. Men are visual creatures, not emotional ones. All human beings are emotional creatures. I get what she's saying, that men are more visual than women when it comes to attraction, but to have this black and white, men are visual creatures, are not emotional ones, is definitely not recognizing reality. I think she's underestimating men's ability to imagine. You can show a lot, you don't have to be modest, and men's imagination will still run wild, trust me. It's how I make a living, and it's working out.
It's about dressing beautifully and attractively, but not garishly. It's about embracing femininity. And it's about dressing in public in a way that's appropriate for everyone. Is it fair to dress in a way that's distracting? No.
I feel like conservatives like to do this because they don't have good arguments, but they like to be like, oh, you should dress modestly, and then have it be this umbrella phrase, and then under it put things that don't really need to be in there. Like, oh, dressing for the occasion is part of modesty. Whereas a lot of people who don't agree with her principle regarding modesty, like me, that doesn't mean we don't think you should dress for the occasion. That doesn't mean that we think you should show up to a family park in a bikini or like a leather. In fact, it's very intellectually dishonest because she doesn't think you should dress for the occasion. She thinks that you should just be modest in general, I guess, unless you're in the privacy of your home or with your hot husband before God. I don't think she thinks it's okay then if you're going out clubbing with your friends, which I never do, but that you can dress in like a short skirt and wear a lot of cleavage. I don't think that's what she's advocating for, or that if you have an OnlyFans account like I do and you can be very immodest on there because that's what people are paying for, I think that's very appropriate for the occasion. Yet I don't think Miss Abigail here would approve of that. So she's not really arguing that you should dress for the occasion. That's kind of what I'm arguing. I think she's just saying be modest.
When you meet a guy and immediately have a connection, you have one chance to make an impression. Do you want him to leave having your body at the forefront of his mind? Or you, as a person? If you are wearing something incredibly revealing, it will be difficult for him to focus on your personality. Instead, he might be focusing on your physical appeal.
This is just not a thing. I'm sorry. Her personality seems a little bit off-putting, so I can maybe see that. But I can just tell you, even anecdotally, like, I've gone out with plenty of men and they find me sexually attractive, and I was dressing sexy and we sat across the table together and talked about moral philosophy, science, politics for hours and hours and hours. I feel like this kind of content is just, it's like offensive to men even more than anything. It makes them seem like they're not like multifaceted human beings and they're just like in a corner like malfunctioning because you're hot. It just doesn't work like that.
Of course there are men who will look at you this way no matter what. But more men will think of you as a sex object if you dress like one than if you dress like a lady. Does that mean you should look like garbage when you meet someone? Absolutely not. You should look attractive. But if you're dressing immodestly, you're not leaving anything to his imagination. And you're not giving him an opportunity to get to know you. I'm guessing you don't want to attract the kind of man who is only looking to spend one night with you. But when you dress immodestly, men are wired to have one thing on the brain.
The reality is, and this is what I feel like a lot of trad wives miss, like if you're attractive, and obviously you're not gonna be attractive to everybody, right? There's a subjective component to it, and you have a nice personality, you're gonna attract a lot of different kinds of people. Hate to break it to these women, but like women, I guess like me, we're not struggling in this department. You can attract all kinds of people, and then you can decide which kinds of people you wanna be around.
When you go to a work meeting, do you want to have cleavage and legs showing? No.
Again, she's trying to make it seem like if you don't believe in modesty, you're gonna go to a work meeting. Like,
a thing to do because it accentuates your figure instead of revealing it. And here's the thing, you can dress modestly and beautifully. There are so many examples of this.
That's true. If you choose to dress modestly, that's completely fine, and you can look beautiful while doing it.
Women like J-Lo and Shakira dancing in sparkly leotards and being praised for their bodies doesn't really help either. Because at 50 years old, do you want to be trying to be praised for your body or praised for your family? For your body or for your wisdom?
You can praise me for anything,
like it's your best
and I'm not going to be
feature
trying to get praised for anything either.
Time always wins. And now you're competing with other women too. So what's the difference between beauty and...
Again, this is a straw man. I think if you actually have good points to make good points. You don't need to purposely misinterpret your opponent's kind of argument in order to make it easier to argue against. So she just said that if you don't believe in dressing modestly, it means you think your sexuality is the most important thing, and now you're in competition with other women. That's not true at all. It's not one or the other. Either you believe in modesty or you think that it is the most important thing in the world and you're trying to outcompete other women.
Beauty is both inside and out. It's about how your soul shines through your eyes and through
horny.
Your smile. It's about how your external features complement your personality. Sexiness is just about your body. Modesty reminds us what's important. So what does modesty really mean? It means not wearing something that shows off every curve and crevice of your body when it might be better off left in the bedroom. It means not wearing something that could easily be mistaken for lingerie. It means not wearing something you'd be embarrassed to see your family in. I get the pull.
But what if you're not seeing your family, Abby? I thought it's just about dressing for the occasion. So yeah, maybe there's certain things you wouldn't wear to your grandparents' house. What if you're not going to your grandparents' house?
Toward wanting to dress immodestly. And I'm not criticizing anyone for it. I'm just offering you an alternative. So ladies, let's be classic. And let's dress like the ladies we are. I'm hoping to do some more videos on how to dress modestly and fashionably.
I'm not convinced, to be honest. I think I'm gonna keep dressing how I wanna dress. I feel like these women, they really like try to push. I think women should be able to dress however they wanna dress. If women feel more comfortably dressing modestly, that's beautiful and that's their prerogative. And if there are women that don't, they don't. These kind of women try to push their ideology onto everybody. And they argue that women, I guess like me, do that by just existing, and that's the difference, right? You see a lot of women, they're like, oh my God, these women are on Instagram or wherever, and they're half naked, or they have OnlyFans, and they're telling other women that it's okay to do that, or they're pushing that ideology on other women, or they're telling women that they should do that. There's a difference between telling other women it's okay to do that and saying that they should do that. And I see this as a theme just with conservatives in general. They really don't get that people are different, and there are billions of people in this world, and some people are gonna align with them, and they should hang out with those people, and they should engage with those people, and there are people that aren't. I have no issue with people like this, but when they get online and they talk about this stuff and they try to tell you you should dress the way they think you should dress, I don't think that's okay. But you know, it is fun to hear it and to talk about it because I'm interested in that kind of stuff. So I want to react to more videos in the future. If you guys have a video that you want me to react to, let me know below. I want to keep doing these because I think they're fun. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you for the next one.